Betty White, tonight's first Television Academy Hall of Fame inductee, has a reputation of telling it like it is in the nicest sort of way. Now, to tell you about that Golden Girl, Rose, and all the other sassy characters Miss White has portrayed throughout the years, is an actress of equal enthusiasm and talent. As Karen McKenzie on the award-winning series Knots Landing, she appeared in a record-breaking 344 consecutive episodes. You talk about a gold star for attendance. Acclaimed as an actress, a producer, and director, her film projects tell stories about strong women whose lives impact society. Our inductee and inductor have this in common. Their sheer likability is legendary. And by the way, they both have cats. Ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Lee.
Betty, oh, you look so gorgeous, my little dimpled darling. Mentor. I really don't take that word lightly. Authentic role models are just too rare today. We all know that. But from the get-go, first from black and white and then in living color, Betty was a role model worth watching. As an LA Times reporter so astutely put it, the only reason Betty was not on television the first 24 years of her life is because it didn't exist. It's true. In fact, Betty's first Emmy predated Sputnik. Through all her incarnations, what I've consistently admired is a working actress who refused to hide her brightness and intelligence. And besides holding down a successful career, I saw a woman of integrity who believed in home and put love always very, very high on that priority list, and took time for needy creatures, especially those with a leg in each corner. Yes, and has anybody noticed that Miss White is the only woman being inducted here tonight, and in the company of some very attractive men? Typical. Who else but Betty has shown us that smart and tart and nice and spice are not only fun, but perfectly compatible.
Well, then tell me one good thing about me, anything at all.
Well... You're attractive, very attractive.
Pretty?
You bet.
Glamorous?
Well, I more remember her circular bed that vibrated so magnificently.
Betty's one of those wonderful talents who can create it on the spur of the moment. Take something that's nothing and make it into something.
Well, I tell you, menopause was wonderful for me. It meant no more PMS.
I never had PMS.
Neither did I. But I had a BMW.
The lady has a gifted mouth.
Now you cut the first slice.
None for me, Mom. All that refined sugar, that just takes every bit of vitamin B right out of your system. A lot of it over the years makes a person half crazy. But you all go right ahead and enjoy it.
She has been the queen of Saturday night for a long time.
I always said that Betty's eyes reminded me of little orphan Annie. You know how they're just white with nothing in them? Because she could look, when she was being Rose, she could look at you with such a blank stare that it just cracked me up because she was so completely, totally naive.
Even at 6 years old, Betty White was stealing hearts and winning smiles, especially from her parents, homemaker Tess and engineer Horace. A beauty queen in 5th grade, she graduated to the stage and soon became one of television's first Golden Girls.
Betty White is the only person I know that's been in television longer than I have.
The Betty White Show from Hollywood.
Time to say hello again.
And you and August have a lot of memories to share. I want you to pretend that I'm not even here.
My favorite episode of Betty's was the one in which she just full out no pretending, made her move on Lou Grant.
Look, Sue Ann, don't do that.
Go ahead, Lou. You're stronger than I am. Pressure advantage. Be gentle, Lou. That's all I ask. Be gentle.
I just adore working with her. I learn from her every day.
Get out of the house. At least give yourself the possibility of falling in love again.
Oh, isn't it possible to have a full and meaningful life without a man?
For a few days, maybe. 3 weeks once.
All I know is whenever I needed her help, whenever I reached out to her for a personal favor or give me a hand, you always did. I love you. I thank you for your friendship.
I think your induction into the TV Hall of Fame is fantastic.
I love working with you. You are the best mother that a stage daughter could have.
Betty, I take my hat off to you. And from the bottom of my heart, congratulations, and I love you.
I just wish that, along with being inducted into the Hall of Fame, you were inducted back into my life. I miss you.
And that's just a brief look at television's mistress of innuendo. What a career. Betty White, for helping pioneer a new medium, for your golden, golden gift of comedy, and for your brilliant contribution to the art of ensemble acting. We warmly welcome you to the Television Academy Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Michelle. And thank you guys so much. I can't, it's so silly to say that this is the most special night, because with all the other wonderful nights that there have been, this one is special because it's kind of forever. I've been involved in these inductions on several occasions for Mary and for Dinah and for Mark Goodson. And you know what? And this I say with all honesty from the bottom of my heart. I was so dumb, it never occurred to me to even fantasize about standing here. I was an inductor. I was never going to be an inductee because it never occurred to me. I can claim one thing that I don't know whether anybody else can claim, and I do it wholeheartedly. Nobody has ever had more fun in this world doing what they do for a living than I have in television. Thank you so very, very much.
The 11th Annual Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Hall of Fame will return with Patrick Duffy and a tribute to Michael Landon.